What's up guys, and welcome to House Hunting in Austin, Texas. For those of you that are coming back after the Las Vegas videos, welcome. For those of you that haven't seen the Las Vegas videos, I'll have the link in my description down below. So I flew right from Las Vegas to Austin, Texas. And the first thing I did when I arrived was I met up with my brother and his wife who drove down from Dallas, and we went to this river where there was people just living life, having drinks. We rented these kayaks. It was like 18 bucks an hour, and you can just sort of cruise and chill on this river. It was the most Austin experience I could have had first thing there. People jumping off bridges. Like, look at this shot. We had skateboards hanging from a bridge with a hammock. It was just so Austin. This already was the coolest, most social community I've seen. It was like a park, but on water. You just rolled up with your inflatable and you drink and hang out with your friends. The next time you saw me was gonna be my hotel room, but I can't find my hotel. I've never had this ever happen. The location is bringing me here, this abandoned movie theater, or it's temporarily closed, maybe not abandoned. It's so weird, because like, I look it up, and this is the point. I did it on Waze, I looked it up on Google and Travelocity, and it's bringing me here. I go to call and they're like this hotel doesn't have a front desk. So you can't even call to be like, hey, where are you guys? I wasn't gonna film this, but I've been driving around for like 20 minutes. I can't find this hotel. I'm so confused. I made it. Turns out the location on both websites is just wrong. Not by much though, because look at this. That's the movie theater that I kept going to. It's actually just across the street, but there's trees. Okay, it blocked it. It's not my fault. This is my hotel. Austin. The second I drove down these roads, it's like a flashback of home, like home meaning my time living in Texas. It feels very familiar. Let me show you my grocery haul. I went to Trader Joe's, which we don't have in Canada. Water, gotta have water, especially coming from Nevada where I was chugging like 9 of these a day. 50 freaking cents for that. I'm obsessed with these. Last time I was in LA, I got these for the first time. Coconut cashews. I love coconut. You either love it or you hate it. I love coconut. Dry roasted salted cashews. Gotta have them nuts. And then this is the best part. Wine here at Trader Joe's is $2.99 for a full bottle of red wine. I thought, you know what? Why not just get a bottle of white too? $5 for 2 bottles of wine, are you kidding? Austin is so damn humid today that like, you just have this like coating of sweat on your body. It's just kind of nasty. Good morning, it's day 1 in Austin. I'm like the youngest person in this hotel by like a noticeable age. Like everyone in here is old. And when I say old, I don't mean like, oh, they're like 50. They're like 75 plus. I feel like I spent the night at an old folks home. I went down for breakfast and it was me. Every human I saw was 90 plus. I want to say like 80 plus. Like I'm telling you, like old. Not. So I don't know what's going on. There's like an old person convention. Now, for a hotel housing a lot of old people, I thought this was a bad idea. This was like the slipperiest floor ever. I mean, I almost put out a hip. Mark is already trying to plan all the homes in one day. This guy is killing it. The real estate agent I used, his name was Mark Pierce. This guy was amazing. He booked all 6 properties all before 2 p.m. on my first day in Austin. This is house number 1. So you can see there's not much to the front of the house. It's in this very small street. It's just a garage that faces the front. When you walk in the front gate, you got this narrow walkway where, if I'm into gardening, this is awesome. You got this little corridor. I don't know, the house was a little dated. Walking in the front door, you got this big great room. Definitely needs to be renovated. And with this house being at the higher end of my budget, there wasn't enough room to really do any renovations. Coming around the back, you got an office room that feeds into the bathroom, which this entire house is sort of just a circuit. And then the garage really shows the age of this home. This looks like a scene from Stranger Things or The Goonies. Like wood paneling, no thank you. Coming upstairs, you got a master bedroom on one end. And on the other side, you got a guest room, but still very dated. The bathroom here, very dated. This is a no-go for me. Guys, there's a friggin' deer in the road. We are out here. Oh my God, there's another one. Hi guys. What do you think of the area? House number 2 is in East Austin. Now this was a little bit of a rougher area. However, homes in this neighborhood were starting to get flipped, like this one here. Beautiful job. When you walk in, you got the front foyer with the stairs. So coming around, you got the dining room and a brand new kitchen with, I guess, another dining area. On the other side, you got the main living room. Damn guys, this is a nice house. This house is old, but they flipped it. This entire area, it looks a little bit dated. You know, it's enough house. Like, obviously it's enough house for just me. Got a fire pit back here. The front entranceway, it's nice. The only thing is like the homes across the street, one of them looks like abandoned or unkept. We'll go upstairs now. So we got the master bedroom here, a guest bedroom or like an art studio. Every room has these like big walk-in closets. Got this master bedroom, which is great. Huge walk-in again, but it's good. This is still within my budget, which is awesome. Nice big detached garage, beautiful home, just the area was a little bit rough. Coming on to our third home, this was another flip from a dated house. Walking in, it's just one giant open concept room. So you got the living room, a little dining area, you go through the kitchen to the laundry room. One side is the garage and the other side has access to the backyard. So sort of just like a mudroom area. Coming back through the kitchen, you got an access way to the backyard. And the main living area, there's Mark, legend. Coming around the side, you got the bathroom, and this is where all the rooms are in this house. The front room, which would probably be a studio for me, a guest room, and then the main bedroom at the back. You got a big walk-in closet and then an ensuite bathroom. We are moving quick, guys. Here's house number 4. House number 4 was easily the most dated. Walking in tile floor, which is fine, but when you come around, you could see how dated this kitchen was. I would need to put in new countertops, new appliances. I could probably paint the cabinets. Coming around, you got the laundry room off the kitchen. Now, the main feature of this one, which is why I wanted to see it, was this outdoor space. It was like an enclosed glass sort of greenhouse room. The unfortunate thing is everything on the other side of that green area, is all public space, so you can't actually change anything out there. And technically, I guess people could walk there, which would be very exposing to your house. Coming through the main living room again, you got the master bedroom. Carpeted, and you got this weird sort of reading nook. I don't know, it's a bit of a weird space. And then the bathroom absolutely needs to be flipped. You come around, you got this shower corner thing. It was hideous, okay? The walk-in closet at the other end of the bathroom was decent sized, but again, very dated. You got the toilet room in here, and then coming around, you got another bathroom and then a guest room. Needless to say, this house was way too dated for me. This was a no-go. House number 5 was in a complex as well. I will say this had the highest homeowners association fee at $650. This is the same as my Toronto place. However, in US dollars, it would be more. It's a second level property. It does have a garage. When you walk in the front door, you can go right upstairs, or you can go straight, or you can go to the left. Going to the left will feed you into the living room, which has this very high ceiling. Great space, but this place surprisingly was at the very high end of my budget. Got a little breakfast nook here. And then you got the first of many balconies. Cool thing about this property is it backs onto a park, so you'll never get it blocked. And it is great if you have a dog because you have access to this massive park with full of trails and stuff. Coming around, you got this kitchen with lots of counter space, lots of storage, and they sort of had this office at the very back. And this feeds out to your second balcony of the place, which is a nice space. The only weird thing about this house was some places were renovated and others weren't. Like, you got this really old laundry area, but yet a brand new oven. It pops up a few times. Coming around back to the front door, you got the guest bedroom, which is on the main floor. You got a nice bathroom changing area, although the bathroom dated. Like, they just didn't do that. And then coming around, you got access to that same balcony. So nice space, nice size room. Off that front foyer, you got a bathroom as well. Now going upstairs, got a nice beautiful skylight. I'm a huge fan of skylights. You get this sort of little reading nook area that looks out over the main room. I don't know what you'd use this for other than a reading room. This would be the primary bedroom, which has not been renovated, although parts of the bathroom have. The shower has not. And then it spits you out to the third balcony of the property. So lots of outdoor space. Coming around, you got this sort of mini walk-in closet with this creepy ass mini door in there. Nice place, but it's at the higher end of my budget and the homeowners is crazy high. Now the last property of the day was actually the most promising. Mark brought me here. It was about 12 minutes from South Austin. It was a neighborhood. There was grass, lots of parks for Charlie, which was great. But this is home number 6. Walking in the front door, you got this big, great room that looks up to the second floor that's exposed, which I love. Coming around into the kitchen, you have access to the backyard, which Charlie would love. It's so flat, it's awesome, great space. Off the kitchen, you can go upstairs, which feeds you into this living room area. And then this sort of exposed like bridge that looks out over the downstairs living room. It would just be a cool place to display art, I think. So you got a living room, you got a laundry room, and then coming around, you got the first guest bedroom. Nice space, which feeds into this bathroom. That is sort of another circuit again. But then there's a secondary bedroom up here as well. Big fan of this space, very usable. Coming back downstairs, the main bedroom is off of the kitchen. The bathroom's okay, could be renovated a bit. And it had this massive walk-in closet that was sort of like, I don't know, like Willy Wonka land or something. You sort of just twist and turn into this small nook. And that's property number 6. This was probably my favorite. Not only was it well within budget, there was enough room for me to actually make some renovations if I wanted to. Good morning from day 2 here in Austin. I've decided I'm not going to see any more properties while I'm here. There's no point because Everything that I've seen here is already gonna be sold by the time I'm ready to make a move. However, I still need to make this a useful trip. And what that means is I'm gonna drive around and explore and really narrow in areas. For example, the East End, that one house, it was beautiful. However, the area was still up and coming in terms of, it was still pretty rough in a lot of those areas. So I think I'm gonna write that off. Now, northwest of Austin is a place called The Domain, which is a big outdoor shopping center. This would be a huge plus if I lived in North Austin. However, it's very family and techy up there. I also decided to check out the Austin Antique Market, which is one of my favorite things to do when I'm traveling. So many cool hidden gems in here. I ended up buying an old phone that I'm gonna make an art piece with. After that, I decided to go for a hike. I want to add something. I don't know why I do this. Last night I went out in Austin with a friend. Obviously I had some drinks, so it was like a late morning. It's kind of rough this morning. And I just ended up on this hike again. And I seem to just enjoy hikes when I'm hungover, but it's like the universe is like, hey Dan, you're passing by a state park, go for a hike. Imagine that I wasn't tired and dehydrated, how much fun I'd be having. I mean, I'm still having fun. It smells exactly like burnt Eggos. It's either that or I'm having a stroke. I'm gonna turn back, so I'm starting to get a little worried. I don't remember what turns I took. No signs. There's just like these crackles in the woods where I'm like, oh, is it an armadillo? Cool. If it's not, I don't want to see it. Anyway, Austin's cool. I came at a weird time where it's always cloudy. Now to finish off the day, a friend of mine recommended I check out the Oasis, which is in Lake Travis. So it wasn't super far away, but it was this smaller outdoor shopping center. It had a bunch of restaurants and bars, ice cream shops, clothing stores, but mainly it had this incredible view that was up on top of the hill looking out on Lake Travis. A few years ago, I actually came here for my brother's bachelor party. We rented a boat and had a bunch of drinks in this lake, so it was awesome to get to go back. Good morning. It is my last day here in Austin. I've got a problem. Not looking good. In order for me to cross the border to get back into Canada, I need a negative COVID test. Called around, the earliest one I can get is today at 11:15 a.m. at a Walgreens. I checked online and they said that this test could take several days to get your results back. I need it by latest tomorrow or I can't cross the border. If I don't have a negative COVID test by the time I get to Buffalo, I can't get into Canada, which means I need to stay in Buffalo until I get my results. Just Googled a 24-hour PCR test and I found one in Austin. However, it cost me $250 US. And is this the one that goes up to here or is it up to here?
Just here.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Great. Okay, I've made it to Zilker Park. This place is huge. Look at this. It's kind of like a Central Park, has a similar vibe, and it's got this really great view of the Austin skyline. This is actually where Austin City Limits is as well, and everyone's been telling me to come here. Also, my test came back negative, baby. Got a drone. Oh, shit. This guy's ballsy as shit. He's like waving. That's cool. That was also super weird. I just flirted with a drone. Okay, now I'm checking out University of Texas. This is the Longhorn Stadium. Guys, if there's one thing I'm learning, I came in an off season. Everything's shut. I should have came on a weekend, although Vegas was really fun on the weekend. This whole campus is shut. Obviously school, I don't think is on. And it's been gloomy the whole time. This is where the Longhorns play right here. And it would have been cool to go to like a game or check it out, but a lot of construction going on. I don't know if they're changing the stadium or what. And actually, if I end up moving to Austin, this would be sort of the closest to like a sports that I'd probably enjoy. I know they got a soccer team, but no hockey. All right, morning of my last day. I'm heading to the airport now. That's a wrap on Austin. Such a fun time. I've got a lot of thinking to do when I get home. I've got time, and I'm really glad I made the trip down here to see Austin. I know when I was in Vegas, I'm like, you know what? I don't need to go to Austin. Vegas is the spot, but I actually had a good time. I've got a long day ahead of me. So flying home, I went from Austin to Charlotte, and unfortunately I missed my flight, my error, so I got rerouted to Washington, D.C. Then from D.C., I got another flight to go to Buffalo. When I landed in Buffalo, I had to call an Uber and take a 45-minute drive to the Rainbow Bridge in Niagara Falls. I'm gonna explain why I'm doing all of this versus flying directly to Toronto. Okay, so I've made it to Buffalo, midnight now. I'm the only one here, clearly, as you can see around me, and Niagara Falls is right behind me. This is the Rainbow Bridge. Now, if you travel and you fly directly back to Canada, you gotta be in a hotel for 3 nights on your dime. So there's a loophole, whereas if you fly to Buffalo and you walk across the border, which is what I'm doing now, you don't have to do the hotel. So that's what I'm doing. It's been a long day, but it's cool. I've never been to Niagara Falls at night like this. Like, it's all lit up. That's amazing. Okay, so I've made it over. Amar picked me up. He's doing me a huge favor.
No. He gave me this Texas bottle. Is amazing.
That's my payment for him driving me at this time of night. Anyways, if you guys are gonna travel, I highly suggest doing what I just did. I was the only person there. It was one guy. They give you these COVID tests that I have to do tomorrow, and I think I go on a computer and they watch me over the screen. And then somebody from FedEx comes to my house to pick it up. But it beats having to go to a hotel for 3 days, pay that out of your own pocket.
He's back, man. He's back.
He's back.
I'm trying to convince him to stay in Toronto. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, who needs Vegas when you got Niagara Falls?
Yeah, well, anyways, I'm back in Canada. I'm happy to be back. And now I gotta go home for 14 days in quarantine. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, comment, give a thumbs up if what you thought of Austin and all the homes you saw in this video. Thanks so much, Amar.
You got it. Stay in Toronto. Comment, stay in Toronto.
See you guys later.